Elite Facts presents
8 shady ways that technology is spying on us. Technology has really boomed over the last 10 years. Both digital and physical forms of technology are light years ahead of what they used to be just a short time ago. Now, although this sounds like a good thing, this has only given the government and other various outside sources an opportunity to monitor us. Whether it's for legal reasons or just as a way for companies to understand what consumers want, we're being spied on in ways you probably don't even realize. Here are just 8 examples of how we're currently being spied on. 8. Your smart television. That's right, even your TV is spying on you now. What you once thought was something that you watched is actually watching you. Just like your laptop, your smart television also has a microphone, and some smart TVs also have cameras. Goody, less privacy. When Samsung released its new smart televisions last year, it warned customers not to discuss sensitive information in front of it. Now, that should have been a warning to potential buyers, but these TVs still sold like hotcakes. The company advised customers to, quote, "Please be aware that if your spoken words include personal or other sensitive information, that information will be among the data captured and transmitted to a third party through the use of your voice recognition." Earlier this year, consumer group Choice also warned that the televisions, like any internet-connected device, could be hacked, including, quote, access to inbuilt cameras, files stored on the television, and social apps such as Skype. 7. Modern cars. Well, would you look at that? Even your car is spying on you. To be fair, considering how high-tech cars are these days, it shouldn't be all that surprising. Australian Centre for Cybersecurity professor Greg Austin has stated that people were often surprised that their cars stored information on them. He said, quote, "Some makes of car, when you buy them, you have to sign away your rights about the information that's collected on where you travel. But again, it shouldn't be all that surprising. What with cars having GPS to track where you are, not to mention GPS being built right into your phone." 6. Speaking of phones, your mobile phone could be surveilling your every move. Here we have a fairly obvious one, but it's still quite alarming considering how many people could be listening in on some of your most personal calls. Cell site simulators, or Stingrays, are commonly used by law enforcement agencies to geolocate the cell phone calls or text messages of criminal suspects and other persons of interest. Let's take the New York Police Department as an example here. The NYPD have used the Stingray technology more than 1,000 times since the year 2008 to determine a person's location by monitoring their calls and texts. And it's not only New Yorkers who are susceptible to this sort of secret surveillance. Stingrays are used by local police agencies across the nation, as well as by the FBI and the CIA. 5. Webcam. Have you ever wondered why Mark Zuckerberg tapes up his webcam? Yeah, well, there's a good reason for that. If your webcam isn't password protected, or if the password is easy enough for someone to hack, you could be under surveillance. In fact, you could be under surveillance right now, and you wouldn't even know it. Hackers around the globe are known to gain access to the webcams of strangers in order to peek into the private lives of their owners. There's even a creepy search engine that matches voyeuristic hackers with unsecured webcams, making it that much easier for devious internet users to violate the privacy of strangers. 4. Kids' toys. Oh yeah, this is how bad technology has gotten when it comes to privacy. Your own kids can't even enjoy their toys now without you having to worry about whether it's being bugged or not. Last year, consumer watchdog groups complained about 2 toys in particular, which they said had the power to spy on children. The 2 toys in question are the My Friend Kayla doll and the IQ robot, which are both directly connected to the internet. Geez, does everything need to be online these days? Anyway, both of these toys function similarly. When children ask the toy a question, the words are recorded and turned into text so that the answers can be retrieved from Google. The My Friend Kayla doll was even banned in Germany over the security concerns. 3. Facial recognition. As we mentioned, technology has advanced dramatically over the last few years. None of this is more apparent than in social media. So here's a random question for all of you. Have you ever used Facebook's photo tagging feature? This is the feature where the social network can scan through your uploaded pictures to find ones with friends in them who haven't been tagged and offer you suggestions about who to add. Sounds pretty harmless, right? Well, not exactly. Facebook and Google Photo, which offers a similar feature, can only do that because they've been running facial recognition software on photos uploaded to the sites for years. In September of 2012, Facebook was even forced to disable the feature after the Irish Data Protection Commissioner scolded it for doing so without permission. So, how do you turn it off? Well, try to avoid being in any photos or having any friends. It's easy. 2. OK Google and other listening apps and devices. Think about it. If they can understand you clearly and fulfill your requests almost flawlessly when it comes to music and information, what's stopping them from listening in to some of your most private conversations? Here's the thing. When you give these devices and apps permission to use your microphone and listen to your commands, they're going to continue to listen to whatever conversations they can remotely hear. Here's the general rule of thumb when it comes to these devices. If you don't say stop listening, there's nothing stopping them from listening in to your conversations. Let's just say you're talking about pizza and you haven't told your device to stop listening. 9 times out of 10, you'll later see suggestions on your web browser of the device you were using suggesting pizza-related items to you. This has been tested by multiple people and has been proven as fact. 1. CCTV cameras. Yeah, this one is sort of a given, but let's be honest. Do you really like being watched by an outside source while you're simply walking down the street? I mean, don't get us wrong. The purpose of having CCTV cameras for small businesses is a great idea, as it helps prevent vandalism and theft. But they are everywhere these days. You can't walk down the road without seeing a camera. There's literally no privacy anymore. Not to mention some, and we do mean some, CCTV cameras kind of abuse that right. Now, what do we mean by this? Okay, we'll give you an example. Birmingham New Street Station in the United Kingdom. Recently, the station went under drastic renovations and now it resembles something out of War of the Worlds. What does this have to do with the CCTV cameras? Well, you see that giant screen at the front of the entrance that looks like an eye? That is designed to scan people who pass by, monitor them, and then going off of their appearance, they'll play advertisements based on what they like. That's messed up. And that's our list. Did we leave any out that you know about? Let us know in the comments below. Please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.